Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. I am Diana from IK Academy. Today I'm delightful to welcome all of you to our first webinar of the Learn with IK Live series for the year 2023. So for your information, this webinar is organized by our iClub by IK community page in Facebook. We have a dream to create and nurture a community of great engineers. So do join our community page and also don't forget to invite other people so that everyone can gain something beneficial from it. Just go to the page and click join. As a friendly reminder, please register yourself through Eventbrite to make sure that you won't miss any notification for our upcoming events and as a record purposes that you have joined our webinar today. So if you have any question to ask about this, whether about joining our community page or about Eventbrite, just type in comment. Our crew will attend to your question. And also don't forget to type hashtag IK Academy. I would like to say thank you to all our returning audience because I believe there are some of you here and to those who are new and this is the first time that you heard about us. We are a technical training provider and we have the purpose of transforming engineers into greatness. At IK Academy, we wanted to build and inspire greater engineers for the world, integrating knowledge as a force for good. Engineers are inventors, designers, and builders of modern age. Engineers build the world. Hence, we believe that greater engineers, greater world. So neutrality is our priority. We are totally brand neutral with a strict focus on education. Our training programs cover power, maintenance, environment, building facilities, mechanical, electrical, project management, and more. We are committed to provide the best learning experience to everyone. We believe that learning is a lifelong process. Before we proceed with our webinar today, please like and share this live webinar with those who you think will be interested with our sharing. You may click the share button and share it directly to your social media page, or you may share around the link via WhatsApp, Telegram, or any medium that you may find, as long as it can reach to as many people as possible. So for your information, this webinar is streaming on our Facebook, LinkedIn, and also our YouTube page. Before I invite and introduce our guest speaker, please type hashtag IK Academy in comment to show your support and also your presence. So today we will have a webinar with the title of Introduction to Slope Management, Jawatankuasa Kawasan Sensitif Alam Sekitar. So our invited speaker, Haji Firdaus, will share his knowledge and experience with us today. So let me read a bit about his profile, yeah? So TS Haji Mohamad Firdaus bin Abu Bakar is currently working as a senior manager in planning department for project in Genting, Cameron Highlands, Klang Valley and Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. He also had experience in handling commercial projects in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, infrastructure works in Kerteh, residential project in Putrajaya, concessionaire highway for Suka and also KLORR project, and also in projects related to public transport such as MRT Court or Circle Line. After completing his Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Haji Firdaus then gained his Master of Science in Civil Engineering. He is now currently pursuing PhD in Highway Management in UTM Razak School. TS Haji Mohamad Firdaus is also a registered member with the Institute of Engineers Malaysia, IEM, Board of Engineers Malaysia, BEM, and Professional Technologies, MBOT. So, well, we are delightful to have Haji Firdaus together with us today. So, Haji Firdaus, you may switch on your camera and also unmute your mic. Okay. Assalamualaikum Haji Firdaus.
Waalaikumsalam.
Morning. Apa khabar?
Morning.
Okay. So hope you are doing just fine. So Haji Firdaus, is there anything that you want to add up to your profile just in case I miss any point that is important?
Not at this moment, but very beautiful opening.
Okay. Okay, thanks. So to everyone here, please say hello to Haji Firdaus by typing in comment. And also don't forget to type hashtag IK Academy. Okay, so again, before we proceed with the webinar, I will appreciate your help to like and share this live show to everyone that you can think of, or probably you can share it in your community page in Facebook, LinkedIn, or anywhere else now so that they can join us together. And if you have any questions throughout the webinar, please feel free to type your question in comment section anytime, and I will read your question accordingly, probably once the presentation ends and also if time permits. So I think that's all from me. You may share your slide, Haji Firdaus, and I shall leave the screen for you. So anything, if you have any difficulties, you just call me. Okay?
Okay.
Enjoy, everyone.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to all. First of all, thank you to Miss Diana, our host this morning, for a very beautiful opening. And first and foremost, I wish my huge appreciation to IK Academy for giving this honorable opportunity to me to conducting this webinar on the topics of introduction of slope management. And welcome to all the participants. I've been informed that by IK Academy that most of our participants, based on the list, came from all over the area, such as UK, Australia, Brunei, etc., and also from our local, Perak, Labuan, and so on. So, however, and I believe most of our participants, as per list that we shared with me previously, well-known and had very huge experience, vast experience in slope management. However, basically, for this 1 hour session, I will focusing only for 2 elements because we have no much time because only 1 hour. So the 2 elements that I will focusing is the one is a case study, which is related to landslide in Malaysia, previous incident and recent incident. And then the second thing is JT Kesas or JKesas submission and implementation. Okay, for your initial info, this JT Kesas has been implemented about 2017, which is initiated by Kementerian Perumahan dan Kerajaan Tempatan. And then I believe so this circulation or Jawatankuasa or committee has been started starting in Selangor. Okay. So I don't want to explain more detail on the technical. I believe so most of our respondent has very well known on the basic. However, I just want to recall maybe some of the information, or maybe I just to remind some of the basic in the element of slope management. Okay. Like I said, there's two elements that I will share: the introduction of basic slope management, case study, and procedures. And then the second thing is understanding the flow of document submission to authorities. Like I said, I'm now currently working as CA manager of this one developer, and then most of my project are in Genting Highland, Cameron Highland, Bukit Jalil, and some of it around Bentong. And then I also have another task in Jeddah, which is also related to slope. Okay. Okay, just to share to you, before that, I would like to give and express my very huge appreciation to Jabatan Kerja Raya, because recently, as you know, there's a case in Batang Kali on the landslide, and then JKR have doing a very good job, and well done to them. I salute them for preparing this infographic. Okay, so just very huge complimentary to them. So I just show to you and I share to you the infographic. Okay, this incident happened in 16 December in Batang Kali. And then if you can see nearby the Father Organic Farm, FIF, and then there's a glamping area down there. And then first landslide happened around 3 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. And then just hit all the glamping around 3 o'clock in the morning. And then after half an hour, the top there going down, and then bring all the trees and then hit again on the glamping area. If I'm not mistaken, there's more than 30 numbers of fatality and 92 victims. Okay. I just want to share you some of the photo of the incident. Okay, and then I also give a huge impact and damage to some of the vehicle there. And then these are overall condition of the Batang Kali incident. If you can see from here, this is a road. Now I just be informed by my clicks that one of the lane here has been closed, and then there's a flagman over there, over here, and over here. This road going up to Genting, and then this road going down to Batang Kali. If you can see, almost approximately about 500 meters. These are the glamping area, and this farmer organic. Okay. So if you can see from this photo, so it's quite crucial. And then from my experience, is the most crucial disaster recorded in Malaysia right now. Okay, just an introduction of basic slope management. Okay, what does slope mean? According to Kampus Dewan edisi keempat, slope means steep hillside or cliff. This means that the slope is related to the height of an area. And what is a landslide? Just to recall, the landslide is a downward movement of soil, rock, and debris. Can occur on high, steep slopes or on slopes only a few meters high. Okay, again, just to recall, these are some of the method of slope maintenance that has been and still ongoing, currently practiced by most of the agencies in Malaysia, and then of course monitored by this pihak berkawasan tempatan and Jabatan Kerja Raya for every district. So just to recall again, this is the first item on the slope maintenance. To remove any vegetation or causing cover, cracking or slope surface. Okay. Item number 2 is to replant or regrass on the slope. Item number 3, to repair some cracking or at this drain or pavement. Next item is to clear any debris from the drainage or U-channel here. Next is to unblock or clear anything, sampah or everything inside the whip hole so that the water from the groundwater can flow outlet through the whip hole consistently, and to make sure that the water is not retained at the back of the returning wall. Next is to repair missing or jointing at the surface of the slope, and also to repair or replace any crack, damage, to remove any rocks that they remain at the slope, and also last but not least to investigate and repair any buffer surface water carrying services. Okay. Okay, based on circulation by JKR and also by pihak berkawasan tempatan, there is a inspection has been carried out on any slope in Malaysia. And then if you can see at the photo here, there's the new one about, I think, January last year. This your Sensitif here, and then they JKR or any relevant authorities inspect this identify slope within 5 years for once. But however, there's a show that this from JKR also at least 6 months to 1 year to inspect this one. Okay, just as a very simple theoretical instrument, type of slope and landslide. Okay, this is one of the type of slope. He call it a rotational slope. And then at the next, you can see the photo. The incident happened in Japan, 2016. Next is a translational slope failure, okay, which is happened in Cameron Highland sometime in 2019. Creep or subsidence slope failure. There's a photo in Peru, 2018. Debris flow also happened in Cameron Highland, 2014. Toppling. There's one case in Croatia in 2019. Planar happened also in Jalan Lodging Kampung Betis nearby Gua Musang there, Kelantan. Which also at the same area. This one rockfail normally happen in Selangor. This is photo is Rawang Pananda, and then some of the case also happen in Ampang. Okay, just I want to share. I want to emphasize on the first main element. This recent landslide in Malaysia. Others than Batangkali happened last month. There's a landslide happened in Gunung Jerai, Kedah. And then in August 2021, and then this fatality around 3%. And then they found out that, and they identified that this long and heavy rain, and also the condition of the terrain, which is more than 25 degree. Okay, this on 2021 in Kedah. Next, in Jalan Teratai, Taman Bukit Permai, I think this one quite interesting because based on my experience, this incident happened very near to the one highway in Ampang. Okay, so this happened in March 2022, and the impact is on more than 15 numbers. And then from the news, there's a 4 fatality. And also the root cause is the very long and continuous rain. Next is in Simpang Pulai, Cameron Highland also. Okay, this one I believe so, who are familiar with this land, is the road from the Sungai Koyan going up to Cameron Highland, which is, of course, the root cause, as per reported, is due to the long and heavy rain. It's happened in 2031 September, and there's no fatality or injured victim. Next, again, this in 2021 November, Tanah Rata, Cameron Highland. Also, the root cause of because the raining season and then long and heavy rain, and then there's a 1 victim injured and the effect to the 1 vehicle. Okay. Again, in Cameron Highland, Simpang Pulai, in December 2021. Also because of the heavy rain, and then there's a 2 victim buried, and then effect to 2 numbers of vehicle. Bukit Lanjan 2003 November, and then because of the heavy rain, and then there's a no fatality. I believe so, based on my information from JKR, the incident of Bukit Lanjan in 2003. This is after meaning before the J Kesas Selangor implement the circulation. And then this case in Bukit Antarabangsa, due to the heavy rain, happened in December 2008, and then 4 victims, and then another 14 numbers of bungalow has been affected. This is one of the interesting also. This Madrasah Taqwa at Hulangat happened in May 2011 due to the heavy rain also. And then there's a more than 25 numbers. Most of them is orphanage, and the student at there below 18 years old. And then 16 fatality, another 9 victims. And then this is interesting also because this area is very close to the one of the highway in Hulu Langat also. Next is a resort Tambun Ipoh. Again, the root cause is because of the heavy rain, and it happened in November 2020, and then no fatality there. In Karak Highway, November 2015 and 2021, no fatality. Okay, why I just gather all some of the important incident, and if you can see, most of the accident or important accident related to landslide is from Pahang. Okay, so we notice that, of course, there's a rain season, and then also the flood normally other than Selangor is a major in Pahang. Okay. Okay, this is the fact lah. I just want to show until December 2022. Okay, Selangor, Negeri Sembilan, and Pahang State have the highest numbers of slope in Malaysia, and then 40% of it has failure history. So can you imagine? Okay, 40%. So it's quite crucial as per reported by JKR. Okay, just a very simple theoretical causes of slope failure. I just want to share you one sample of the one case of the landslide in Sabah. You can see all the debris coming out.
Selama 2 jam sejak jam 4:30 petang Ahad mengakibatkan tanah runtuh di atas bukit belakang sebuah pusat beli belah di Jalan Lintas Kota Kinabalu. Dalam kejadian 3:05 petang itu turut menyebabkan 2 kenderaan kawasan berkenaan mengalami kerosakan. Bagaimana terjadi kelemahan jiwa di laporan sor?
Okay, I just want to explain. Before that, is there
Encik Firdaus, your mic termute.
okay?
Okay.
So now here, now
Now
okay.
okay, now okay.
Okay, so I continue. Okay, this based on the study and investigation by JKR and also some of the pihak berketuatan, there's some of the major factors that contribute to this landslide. One of it is the slopes, heavy and long rain. As you can see, as the previous case study that I showed to you, most of the affected area were in Pahang and Selangor. I believe so. The data of the rain, and then also, as we know, the flood normally occur in both states. So next factor is slopes not according to standards. As you can see as this photo, right, based on my experience with inspection with JKR or Mohamad and so on, if you can see here, there's a 1 and 2 berm, all right? So basically for 1 and 2 berm is basically accepted by JKR. Now if I'm not mistaken, the maximum numbers of berm was 6, right? So limit is 6 berm. So based on this photo, okay, based on my experience, based on my judgment, I believe so. The meaning of not according to standard is because of the ratio of the slope. So the minimum required highlighted by JKR is 1 to 2. Okay, I believe so. If not mistaken, from this photo, maybe this one 1 to 1. So which one? This one not acceptable. Although the numbers of burn can be accepted. Next is slopes without green vegetation. So there's a no tumbuhan at there. Okay, so to prevent on the groundwater off to come to prevent the groundwater off to going down here, and then also maybe not efficient on the replanting and so on. This case normally occur in based on my study occur in the highway area. And also next factor is the slopes without effective drainage. Okay, if you can see there, it is a 1-2 berm. Of course, there is a cascaded drain here. Okay, maybe the width of the drainage is not enough, and then maybe on the gradient and so on. Okay, next factor is the weak ground. Okay, so let's say on the weak ground, of course, the heavy and long rain is will affect on the soil at the slope there. So when it comes to some limit, if no protection here, of course, the soil will be weak and will going down until here. Just to summarize some of the main causes of land collapse and landslide is one is the heavy rain. And then second is a geological factor, which is maybe some of the area of development are located in the very high risk area. Next is the development. Okay, maybe the development of the highway infrastructure or housing are not comply with the requirement by Jatikesas. Maybe some of the case is on the not enough buffer area and so on. And then next is maintenance. Okay, lack of maintenance. And also the drainage system. Okay, this data is I collect from National Slope Master Plan, and then from this factor, most crucial factor that contribute to the land collapse is design area and design and construction. Okay, and then the next data is the factor is because of the rainfall and loading change. Okay, now we are going into the second element, understanding the flow of document submission to authority. Okay, as I said before, this Jatikesas or J-Kesas or any name, basically Jatikesas implement, the name is for Pahang and J-Kesas name for Selangor. However, their role is same. And then this committee has been led by Plan Malaysia and under custodian by Kementerian Perumahan dan Kerajaan Tempatan. So I just summarize some of the state has been implemented. Okay, Selangor, I think more than 10 years ago, Pahang since 2017, and then also other states now start implementing, Melaka, Johor, Negeri Sembilan, and Perak. And then the basic requirement of the Kawasan Sensitif area is all high slope areas where slope more than 25 degrees. So meaning that I can show you after this the definition of some class 1 until class 4, which is this 25 degree is more than class 2. It's under category class 2. And then the involved agencies, of course, is a technical agency, the state government, JKR, JPS, forest, and so on. And then based on my experience, this Jatikasas application by town planner who are appointed normally take 3 to 6 months. Okay. And then the charge also now based on this current circulation by Plan Malaysia, if the development less than 10 acre, the charge about 3,000, and then more than 10 acre is 5,000. And then I just got the new information that this circulation will be revised soon. Hopefully, maybe another 1 or 2 months, which is they are not rely the charge on the acres anymore. Maybe they will require or they charge within the what you call this one density. Okay, this figure I just want to emphasize lah. So based on the basic requirement by Jatikasas, if the slab area more than 25 degree, it will park under class 2. Based on my experience, so normally in Genting, for example, normally there's a more on class 2 and above, less on class 1. Okay, so this figure we must bear in mind. Let's say any client, any pemaju, any developer, any consultant, town planner want to propose some development, they must make sure that the area under which class. Okay, so that for easy for them to start design. Okay. Okay, this is a sample that I get from Plan Malaysia in Pahang. So this is a SOP of the Jawatankuasa Technical Kawasan Sensitif Alam Sekitar Jatikasas. And then no need to read this one, just to summarize. And this committee has been started 2018. Okay. So basically this Jatikasas established because of there's a lot of cases of landslide, and also got a circulation by Setiausaha Kementerian Perumahan dan Kerajaan Tempatan in 2021, the new circulation. And then they informed that they advise that the state that normally facing of this landslide problem must have to establish their committee. Okay. Okay, before I go to the flow chart, okay, just to inform, this Jatikasas is quite new in Malaysia. Okay, the significance of Jatikasas of this committee is because, okay, normally as a town planner or consultant or client, they will submit this development order or kebenaran merancang to each of the council majlis. However, based on my experience as a pemaju, okay, I believe so. This committee and then in this flow is very good for pemaju to detect at the first stage before they submit the development order application. What I mean is, okay, there's a 2 filter here. If you can see, there's a 2 option that been advised by Plan Malaysia. Okay, you can see there is an applicant. You can go option 1 or option 2. The simple one is option 2. Applicants submit application to OIC, any majlis, and then they bring the paper to Mesyuarat OIC, one-stop center, and then they got the result and decision. And then this first option, what I'm talking about, the significance of first option, the applicant will submit to the first filter, Committee of Jatikasas, and then they will receive the application, and then they will distribute to all the technical agencies that are related to that particular area. And then within maximum about 2 weeks, the committee can receive all the ulasan, all the comment, and then revert back to the applicants. Or if no objection here, can straight away to mesyuarat Jayatikesas, which is normally chaired by Menteri Besar of each state. And then let's say this stage has been rejected, will be resubmit again. If no, maybe some of conditional approval, okay, they will put a decision here. And then some of the conditional approval will require about 2 weeks to 1 month to comply. And then after we comply the conditional approval, we can get an endorsement of the Jayatikesas. After that, all the pemaju, all the developer, all client can proceed with the development order, which is based on my experience and my my understanding, and also my opinion. This first option is better than second option. Okay, next. So this is a sample of the borang permohonan to committees in Pahang. Okay. And then next is a checklist of the application. So I just run through very fast on here, item 1 until 11. Okay, if too small, I can read for you. Okay, this is the first official application of letter from certified town planner. Next is the form. Third is the LCP, laporan cadangan pemajuan. Fourth is a layout plan. Next is a terrain geological mapping. Next, a geotechnical study report. Hazard report. Earthwork plan. Okay, ESCP plan, erosion. Also, sometimes Jabatan Alam Sekitar require the MASMA punya report. EIA, of course, cannot run away on this. And also some of the related document. Okay, this is a list of Jabatan Technical that the application need to distribute. If you can see item 1 until 11, from 2 until 11 is mostly on the technical part. However, there's a one representative from the Setiausaha, pejabat Setiausaha Kerajaan, which is sometimes in Selangor we call it the unit perancang ekonomi. In Pahang we call it the bahagian perancang pelaburan ekonomi negeri. So sometimes before you submit your Jayatikesas, sometimes you need to get this approval or principal approval from BPAN, which is they are rep of the Setiausaha Kerajaan Pahang. Okay, and then they will bring our proposal to Majlis Mesyuarat Kerajaan Negeri. After that, later we can submit for application to Jayatikesas. Okay. Okay, there's a one case study that I want to share you this morning. It's quite interesting, which is this project involve me, which is this project is located in Mid-Hill Genting, which is, you know, Genting is a very common area that normally landslide occur other than Camera Highland. Okay, this is about 309 acres mixed development project, which is consists of the terrace, bungalow, rumah berkembar, rumah taman, and so on. So I just want to share you on this case study. This is a plot A, we call it plot A, about 64 acre, and the plot B about 240 acre. What I want to attract you is on this. Okay, based on the consultant judgment and consultant design, the red color of the plot B there, okay, you see the red color is the area need to cut for the cutting area lah. So the blue is for the filling area. So can you imagine this area? The reduced label, I think about 600 to 700, 600 to 800 meter above sea level. Can you imagine how we want to cut, and then how we to make to strengthen the slope, and then how we mitigate or propose the best method of the protection to the slope. And then based on my information, this cutting and filling volume approximately about 1 million cubic meter. Okay. Okay, this terrain mapping of this area, if you can see at the legend here, the title block. Okay, if you can see at the first plot, Second, class 2. Okay. Okay, class 2 you see here, more than 25 degree, meaning that about 36% and 89% of this area, which is automatically when the slope more than 25 degree and the level more than 10 meter need to bring to Jati Kesas. This current photo at this area, you can see here there's some already touchable slope, and then quite crucial. And then you see the terrain here, and then how the logistic and so on. Okay. Okay, next. So I came back to the some of the theoretical. So is some of the common method in slope management. Just to recall again. Okay, some of the guidelines or garis panduan that normally the contractors or the client or the consultant using is the one is a perkeliling by Ketua Setiausaha KPKT year 2021, and the next is some of the manual OIC by OIC every council. Third is garis panduan perancangan pembangunan di kawasan bukit dan tanah tinggi by Plan Malaysia. And then guideline of the slope design by JKR and the others. Okay, these are some of the ACTA and guideline. And then some of the summaries of the slope design. I will not touch detail on this. And also on the slope maintenance, okay, also by JKR. And then these are some breakdown from the regulation in landslide mitigation. Okay, this section 70 also emphasize on the, if you can see the highlight one is slope safety and stability. Okay, and also the periodic slope inspection. Okay, if you can see notice of new buildings based on this section 70 Act 1974. Okay, the requirement is same. Gradient more than 25 degree and total vehicle height more than 10 meters. Okay. Okay, just this one for your info, the breakdown or the detail on the act. Same. Okay, these are I just want to highlight. Okay, owner of a land with slope require the slope to be inspected. That's why I told you in the early session, after or within 5 years. But however, it depends on the case, and it is recommended by KPKT that this all the slope need to inspect within 6 months to 1 year. Okay, these are some of the method, non-structure method that we can refer. One is need to refer to Pelan Induk Ceronan Negara, and then this one also very what you call this one? Very important. JKR also carry out the campaign kesedaran awam, and then also there's some system amaran awal tanah runtuh has been located in several area, and then the legal enforcement. And also the data collection for slope that have a very high risk. Okay, this is a very simple route. Okay, prepared by JKR. Okay, what I'm emphasize on this public awareness and education. As you know, we as public also sometimes going to site, sometimes going to office, going back to our home. And then, of course, we observe some of the slope and so on. And if you see there's some potential landslide, of course, there a few channel need to flow our complaint or aduan. So JKR have their own cawangan kejuruteraan cerun, which is they receive all the complaint, all the report, especially on the landslide. Potential problem. Okay, like I said, there's a very this PAE is a very good channel, and then to report or to observe or any initial sign of the landslide. Okay, based on JKR also they have their own pameran, their own platform, e-media and so on, road tour to make sure that all the public netizen or Malaysian aware on what happened. Okay, just to add on, This we call it sistem amaran awal tanah runtuh or engage lah, which is I believe so located about nine numbers of state. And then if you can see the data of the numbers, the most highest numbers has been installed is in Pahang and Perak. Okay. And also to add on this, the initial reminder lah system, which is we call it robotic total station, that has been installed in around along the Simpang Pulai. Okay, because of due to a lot of incident and landslide happen in that area. And then this slope race mapping, as you see at my previous slide before, there's a red color there. Okay, I believe so. This one, I think more than either class 2 or above. Okay, so this mapping normally required and requested by JKR from any developer or any client or any town planner to show them what is the current data here, so that JKR will take note. Okay. Okay, one of the best method, based on my opinion, that been initiated by JKR, we must salute JKR on this approach. JKR established the integrated slope management system. In short form is a ISMS. Okay, so this dashboard, okay, this link you can see here, you can try to access on this link. And then based on JKR data, all over the world, there's a 26,000 over. Okay, the slope area. And then from this, okay, there's a 1,600 over the area that can be categorized in very high punya slope. Okay, so this one based on 2021. I think so this data will be revised soon. Okay, based on the ISMAS link there module, there is the sample of the dashboard that we can see here. It is a number of slope along Federal Road, and also they categorize the high and very high and high hazard slope. And then by using this mapping, the red color is the area that for me is a very critical. And then due to the dashboard also, they also have an incident list, work order list. Okay. So if you have time, you can try to start open this website. Okay, as a summary, as a slope maintenance. Okay, based on my experience in housing development and also highway development, I can recommend that these are 5 slope maintenance that normally we are practicing in Malaysia. So first is returning structure. Normally we are using this gabion wall, RC wall, and sometimes CBP, continuous bore piling. But it depends on the space of the area, and then it depends also on the existing condition of traffic there and so on. And then next is the slope stabilization. I think this one more straightforward. So this one is for me is much lesser than this returning structure. But normally in Malaysia we are using this ground anchor, sonailing, and also grid beam. Okay, the third one is a surface protection. Normally once we got the complaint or JKR got complaint, normally the common or typical fast mitigation, we are using the surface protection like ganting and so on. And then next is rope slope and others. Okay. Okay, just to summarize a little bit on the topic, which is the main focus or main element is 2. One is the basic slope management, okay, and the second one is the submission to authorities. Okay, just to summarize, comprehensive slope management includes stages of planning, design, construction, registration, maintenance, and community involvement. Okay, which is what I want to highlight is in slope management, if you cannot start with a good approach in the planning stage, I don't think at the next stage will be success. Okay, next is a landslide mitigation planning and implementation. Knowledge, readiness, capacity, and community resilience are very significant in reducing the effects and damage to the landslide disaster. Okay, last but not least on the recommendation. Okay, based on the objective and the two elements that I want to highlight in this 1 hour session is the establishment of JKASAS or JTKASAS committee among technical agency give a major significance to others. Based on my experience, I can say that this committee is very good, and then they filter on the first stage, is it our submission as a town planner or as a client is good enough, and then can be ready or safe for the next stage. Okay, the next recommendation is regular inspection during rainy season. You know, the rainy season normally occur during October until February. So meaning that maybe 2 or 3 months before the raining season, all the related parties or the related agencies that custody on the slope in Malaysia, I think it's advisable to go for inspection regularly, maybe daily basis, before the raining season occur within this time period. Okay, so that before the raining season happen, so any mitigation or very fast punya approach of mitigation plan can be taken immediately. Okay. Last but not least, on the audit of slope inventory data for at least 2 times per year or case by case. Okay. So that's all for me. So I pass back to or any question at this moment?
Okay. Yep. Thank you,
Pass to
Haji
Diana.
Firdaus. Yes. Okay. Thank
Oh,
you.
Diana, yeah?
Yes, ada. So thank you, Haji Firdaus, for your sharing, and we hope that all of you here learned something just now. So to everyone here, if you have any question, you can type in comment. And as for the rest of you, if you don't have any question, just type #IK Academy, or probably you can type #Greater Engineers, Greater World. So before Haji Firdaus, can you please stop share sekejap? I nak share some poster. Yep. Okay, so before we proceed with the questions and to give some time for everyone to write their question if there is any, I would like to highlight our upcoming trainings that you might be interested in, as shown in the screen. So hold on for a moment. Okay, so please scan the barcode shown and click on the link shared in the comment sections to get more details. So this is the list of 4 trainings. So if let's say anything, you just can type in comment, yeah? Or you fill up the form. Okay, so let's continue with the question. Let me check in the social media. We don't have any. Okay, so this is the question I will read out from Eventbrite that participant sent the question earlier. So my first question is that what is the best solution for temporary protection?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question, Ms. Diana.
Okay.
Okay, based on my experience and then based on the current practice in Malaysia, okay, let's say I already inform you, or wait, I check again the slide. Can I share?
Can, no problem. Boleh.
Okay, let's say the first I give you some situation lah. Okay, the temporary normally we are using the geotextile. Okay. Or it depends on the area. Okay, is it the area have the what you call this one, very narrow punya traffic congestion? Normally we do the TMP traffic management plan there, and then the best temporary prevention is to close the lane, and then you just lay at the slope. Okay, any geotextile. Okay, or if any space that there is still space, automatically the prevention method is to you must cut into a certain berm, okay, to allow from the maybe this the space, I think more than 25 degree. So the best method as a prevention for temporary is using the geosynthetic, okay, or maybe cutting maybe there's a 1 or 2 berm, make it on 2, 3 or 4 berm. This one is based on my experience in Genting. However, in Genting, there's a short of land width. Okay. So, others than using the geotextile, okay, the best prevention is you just replanting the grass. Okay.
So So using geotextile or replanting the grass, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope Haji Firdaus answer your question. This is actually a question from Safwa Global Venture M. Berhad. So the next question is, what is it the thing that government do to overcome the landslides problem and potential happenings of landslides of the lands owner?
Okay, the answer is very simple. Basically, based on my presentation just now, there's a few of major agencies, government agencies that take over on this. And then, as I said, I very express my huge appreciation to JKR because JKR come up with this good idea of ISMAS website. And then second thing on the new circulation by KPKT, Kementerian Perumahan dan Kerajaan Tempatan, and then also the Plan Malaysia. Okay, Plan Malaysia is reported to KPKT, and then they established this committee as the first group of filter to review the submission by any developer or any town planner. Meaning that KPKT come out with this circulation, they notice that first is a lot of landslide happen in Malaysia. Second thing, this one is quoted by KPKT, okay? There's some of the council, Majlis Kebenaran or any council that not truly well known and emphasize on the landslide issue. Just to highlight, hopefully, I think in this participant doesn't have a council lah. Okay, I just review a little bit on the circulation by KPKT. There's I just take average, about 40 or 50%, most of the council is not well known on the how to manage the SOP. Okay. And then second thing, they are not 100% understand on the implementation. That's why this a committee of JKesas or JTKesas, or I don't know, maybe in Melaka or Perak have a same name or not. For me, that's the role of the government sector to review on the first. That's why the committee for me is very good, right? Me as a person on the project planning, I understand this one quite have a burden for us to move with this next stage, which is the development order. However, based on my long observation, if without this committee of this Jawatankuasa, so I can instruct my consultant, okay, you just design by yourself and just submit to DO to Majlis. And then without due diligence or without detailed review by certain agencies. That's why I told you, cawangan kejuruteraan Cerun is very good on this. And then, of course, as a developer, sometimes they reject our application and so on. But for the sake of the safety and the smoothness of the project, to avoid any potential landslide and so on, it's good to have this committee. And hopefully, based on my experience also, no need to improve on this committee. Okay, just maybe to put some of the additional condition, okay, especially on the area that normally have a potential area of landslide, Cameron, Genting, and so on. Okay,
I understand. So we pray for the best for the future. Okay, so the next question, let me check whether we have any from social media. Okay, so probably I just continue reading from the event, right? So how frequent for slope management?
Okay, I already answered the question in the slide. Normally, it's recommended by KPKT for the slope management monitoring within 5 years. However, it depends on the case by case, like the Batang Kali last time. I don't think so. From my experience, from my observation, based on that area, that road, because almost about 2 or 3 months once I'm using that road going up to Genting or going down to Batang Kali. And then, of course, there is some unofficial information from JKR and also Majlis to widening that road. Okay, but however, due to the land acquisition problem and the very high slope near up and down, it's very hard to widen the road. Okay, So I believe so. On the frequency of the slope monitoring, instead of 5 years, maybe need to cut down into 2.5 years or every year. Okay.
Make it more
However,
frequent.
JKR is monitoring the slope. That's why they have this cawangan kejutan cerun. They monitoring the slope maximum, I think 6 months to 1 year. And then I do have a receive news also sometimes every week JKR going to monitoring that one. But we need to fair because like I say to you, there's more than 20 numbers of slope area in Malaysia.
Correct.
So JKR have a very limited manpower at there. I do believe that that's why the PAE, public awareness, is very important. So this is a role role of us as a public.
Right.
Or the road user, let's say we can expect that this area is a potential landslide. Automatically we can through our channel, through our complaint to the right channel.
Right.
Right?
True.
It's good. It's good. Be fair to JKR and also be fair to Majlis. They are doing the good job, and then due to the limitation on the slope management monitoring, of course, 6 months to 1 year is for me is acceptable. However, maybe on the audit of the slope must be reduced from 5 years to 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
That's my opinion.
Correct. Okay. Thank you for the opinion.
And then I just want add on, especially in Genting, just to share in Genting. So in Genting, almost every 2 weeks I'm going there, and then I can see that is a very crucial area. A lot of developers coming in, a lot of development and so on. So I think maybe on the monitoring frequency, we can identify this area, for example, in Pahang area, in Cameron or Genting, instead of 5 years, make it into 1 year. Compared to other state that very less case of incident of landslide. That's my opinion. And then, to be honest, I do refer this issue also to the Majlis and also to the state government of Pahang, and then also them in Plan Malaysia, and then they notice on that, and then they treat me not as the development player, but as a public.
Okay.
I think that answer the question.
Yes, correct. Because the question is how frequent for slope management. So from your explanation, is higher risk, then better frequent lah, meaning like every year, something like that.
Like, can you imagine batang-kali 30 numbers of fatality,
correct,
90 over victim. That's why I can imagine myself and also my relative or family.
True. If let's say things happen, that's why all of us have to play parts as well. Like you mentioned, give some reports if let's say you see any potential landslide and everything.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe I just read one last question. This one, what is the requirement to develop sensitive area?
Okay, the requirement. The requirement is very simple. Very simple. Sorry. Okay, the very requirement to answer the question, that is the role of Jatikesas. Okay, there's the role of Jatikesas, which is the requirement. Basic requirement is the one. Just bear in mind, if we is not a technical person, if you can see the 25 degree, this one 25 degree more, right? Automatic. This one, let's say have a development nearby there. Of course, need to go for this committee. All right. And the second thing, in Genting, I just specifically, in Genting, the level of the land is between 600, 800, 900 above sea level, compared to town. Town maybe less than that. Okay, that's why the basic is 10, minimum is 10 meter high, automatic. So bear in mind, there's a two major basic requirement for sensitive area. Just to add on the last one, on the population. That's why I told you. Okay, maybe this KPKT will revise the requirement into instead of the total volume acre, how many hectare of the development, they will put a new condition which is under, which is they consider on the density or population. This good. This one very good.
Okay.
Okay.
So Thank you for the answer. I hope just now Haji Firdaus has answered all of your questions. So I guess we have come to the end of our session today. So Haji Firdaus, any last advice or any messages that you wanted to tell the audience?
Sorry again? Sorry.
Any last message that you want to tell them?
Just act like we are to end. I think this one not at the end of the session maybe in the
End
future.
of this webinar session.
So any further question that do you think I can answer? Just forward to IK Academy.
Yeah, you can type in comment. Yeah.
Okay. Put any comment. And then I have a lot of things to inform. Just the major one, I just to remind again, we are as a public, okay?
Correct.
Public, we do pay our cukai. We are road user because the landslide, right, is very crucial in Malaysia. True. And then I have facing the landslide problem in Genting, in Batanggali also as well, and then also in Ampang, which is very near to my previous and current project. And then I just imagine, let's say it's happened to me or to our project and then also to our relative, what should we do? So the awareness of this is very important. This one is comply not only for industry player, it's comply also to the others than public, okay? Others than public, others than pemajuan and so on.
So everyone.
So we are just put our shoe at there.
Correct.
Right? Let's say the relative or the victim is related to us. Correct. How we feel, right? So hopefully the objective of this session, one is the basic of SWOT management, and also the most important one on the committees of objective exercise is give a very it's beneficial and give a very big significance to all.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So thank you, Haji Firdaus, for your sharing today. So I believe all of us here gains lots of knowledge from you. So to all of you here, please leave some comments or a thank you note in Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube to our guest speaker today. At least we know that we share something beneficial to you. And also don't forget to type #IK Academy. So well, before we end our sessions today, if you don't have any plan this coming Sunday, 15th of January 2023, do come and join us together in our CSR event. Let's Save Our Beach at Pantai Batu Laut, Tanjung Sepat. It is a collaboration project with My Clean Beach organization and sponsored fully by IK Academy. As we are building a greater world with a team of greater engineers, let's start by joining this small exercise to create greatness for Mother Nature. You will learn some waste and recycling process too. So if you are interested, please fill up the form via link that IK could share in comment, or you may type in comment or send a message to us to get more details about this event. So we have come to the end of our webinar today. Please like and follow our page in Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also join our FB community page, iClub by IK, to get latest news for our upcoming IK Live webinar series and also other content sharing. So last but not least, please check your email for a thank you email via Eventbrite to get the link and barcode to retrieve your certificate, and don't forget to claim it within 3 days. So well, I hope I can see you again. Thanks for me, Diana from IK Academy. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye, Firdaus.